Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Saturday and Memorial Day weekend here in Southern California. It's a beautiful day out. Wish I could say the same for me. So I asked in the beginning, ever been here? Let me know. Where is it? Maybe you can't see it too well. BB King's on Beale Street in Memphis. Been there several times. Really enjoy the music. I love Beale Street. Uh, Memphis, my favorite music town in the country. But that's not what you're here for today. You want to hear what sounds. What did I listen to? My albums, my CD collections. And they keep getting better, bigger as I add on to them. I have to put a stop at a certain point. When do you think I should stop here? And I'm trying to get some stuff going here, and I'm going to get this one started here pretty quickly. The first one we're going to do is a 1984 reissue of a 1982 album by the group XTC. Ecstasy. Call it. Ecstasy. And the name of the album was English Settlement. It's the only thing I have by them in the collection. I don't remember I don't remember when it was a Whatnot edition. I don't remember what was said about it that attracted me during the sale. Look at this. Look at this price sticker. $8.99. $8.49 at Music Market. In the shrink. And so this was the fifth studio album by the English rock band. And probably want to do that a little bit too. Hope the mic doesn't cut out. I thought I got it fixed. This is their fifth studio album and their first double album. English Settlement was well received and critically acclaimed and continues to be regarded by many critics as XTC's finest albums. Reached number 5 on the UK album chart during an 11-week stay, making it the band's only top 10 hit in the UK. Reached number 48 in the US's top 200 for a 20-week stay. So pretty cool. That's pretty good stuff. Come with a nice, show you this flare here. Flare. Why did I want you to see that a little clearer? Was when I first started listening to it and not knowing the group, I did hear the English sound. I heard a new wave beat, and I couldn't understand all the lyrics all that well. The lyrics were provided, as you can see, but they didn't help at all. The printing on them, even with my glasses on, I couldn't read them. Okay, Ecstasy was formed in 1972, and after they were formed, they did grueling tours. Grueling tours. Following this album, Ecstasy, because of fatigue, canceled the tour and went on to become a studio-only Geffen Records. Up you see it better. Good shape. Double LP. In my collection. I know I won't go out hunting any Ecstasy, but if something comes up in the future at a decent price, I may just put a bid on it and see if I can get it. So that was English Settlement by Ecstasy, the 1984 reissue, the double LP released in 1980. That was off to a pretty good start for the. Well, before I go on and Mark, go down there. Please go down there and hit that like button. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe. Help the channel grow. I appreciate all subscribers, new ones, old ones. Got to keep this growing. The subscriber count in the last month down a little bit, but it's still growing slowly. I appreciate all your efforts. So the next thing I listened to this week was one of my Record Store Day 25 pickups. This is an album called iRobot in Works. By the Alan Parsons Project. This is the album here. See, this is a work in progress, limited edition, 180 gram heavyweight blue vinyl LP containing early, rough, and alternate mixes of the tracks on the iRobot album. Also contains an insert featuring an image of the iRobot original work. This is like in the studio when they're making the recordings, they make all kinds of notes on these things, keep them for history. They did one last in 2024, and it was Pyramid's works in progress. So here's the insert that we're talking about with all of the notes from production. And as you all know, I'm a big Alan Parsons fan. So with this one into the collection, I now have 17 LPs and 4 CDs by the Alan Parsons Project. And this was my priority pickup on Record Store Day. I couldn't get it in my local shop, so the next morning I was able to procure it from the In Groove online, Phoenix, Arizona. Listen when I'm listening to these works in progress. I think it's pretty cool because you're getting to hear things how they sounded at certain periods during production compared to the final. This is a pretty cool looking album. So there it was, the 2025 Record Store Day pickup release of iRobot Works in Progress, the Alan Parsons Project. That made me very happy to get this one. I'm always looking. There's a couple of Alan Parsons Project that are out there that I really want to get the LPs, but I'm not going to pay some of the ridiculous prices they're asking for. One of them is called Secret by Alan Parsons. And it's up there, and you can buy it on Discogs. The money's. I'm afraid I've never purchased on Discogs, so I'm a little bit leery of that. If any of you have any Discogs purchase experience, please let me know about that. Okay. All right. So the next one that we got to was a 1983 LP titled "Frontiers Journey." I like Journey, but it don't have a lot of stuff by them. I only have 2 LPs and 1 CD. This was the 8th studio album by them. And it reached number 2 on the Billboard's Top 200 chart. And there were 4 top 40 singles, which were After the Fall, number 23, Send Her My Love, 23, Faithfully, number 12, and Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, number 8. I must give this album a VG in my mind, as far as the music and everything. Really cool. Good stuff. Frontiers was the band's highest charting album in the UK, reaching number 6 on their charts. And then, as history tells it, another great lineup split up. It's such a shame all the groups that have split up over the years for one reason or the other. I can understand when they disband and never come back, such as Led Zeppelin. But split up, and then part of the group continues carrying on with that name, and the other part doesn't. And craziness. So that was the 1983 LP by Journey, Frontiers. Good stuff. Journey is probably my son's most favorite group. ever. I think he's seen Journey a ton of times with all different variations of band members. He's liked every one of them. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, the next one I picked up was another. This will be the last of my record store days that I've shown you the pickups. This was a 19 or 2025 release by the Talking Heads. Live on Tour 78. You say, wow, 78. 2025 release. What is up with that? No. Well, this album was originally recorded in Cleveland 1978, and it was published as a promo LP for radio broadcast in 79. Promo release was never officially released commercially to the public. This is the first official release, full show, fully remastered. The original analog tapes features one previously unreleased track. 2 LP set, cut at 45 RPM. Talking Heads. I like Talking Heads too. How many do I have in Talking Heads? I have 7 LPs in the collection by Talking Heads. This one was good. I was really, really impressed with side 4. Only 2 songs on the 4 side, and so I don't make a mistake in naming them. I'll take a quick peek. Yeah, the extended version of Psycho Killer was jammed. That one was really, really, really good. And the second one, which was very good too, was Take Me to the River. It was the only 2 songs on side 4. Good stuff. I was thinking, wow, how come there's no Burning Down the House on here? And then I realized Burning Down the House song that was released after 1978 wouldn't have been in that concert. So anyway, that was Live on Tour 78, officially released in 2025 on Record Store Day. Talking Heads. Okay, we got to the CDs of the week. First one we got, we're at number 102. Recycler. ZZ Top. 1990 album. I have 2 LPs and 4 CDs in the collection by ZZ Top. So I guess that's a fair sampling. It was the 10th studio album by the American rock band. If I get the little booklet out of here, we'll be in good shape. There we go. There were 5 hit singles from the album. Doubleback, the song, reached number 1 on our album Rock Tracks for 5 weeks. Concrete and Steel, number 1 on the album for 4 weeks. Burger Man, Give It Up, in My Hands, number 1 on the album charts for 6 weeks. It was up there on the charts, but the reception by the critics was not that good. They didn't like the way, I guess, the way the group was going with their music or something. But apparently, fans did. Around many places, because it charted on 12 charts and number 6 on the U.S. Billboard 200. Very good album. Very good. When I say very good, that's very good. I don't rate real high, as you guys probably know it. This one really did the job for me. Will it be in the top 2 that I liked for the week? Only time will tell. Got to tell you, hang loose. At the end, I'll tell you which 2 I liked the most. It's gonna be tough. It's a very good one. Alan Parsons Project's on the hunt for a spot this week. I showed you the back so you can tracks. So that was the 1990 album by ZZ Top. Recycler. Okay, next one. Kind of surprised me when I pulled it out. It's number 103. It's called The Classics Collection by Glenn Campbell. Not a big country fan, but I do have country in there. Most of the country that I liked were like crossovers. So I'm not sure why I picked this one. This is a 1990 album. I have two CDs in my collection by Glenn Campbell. One is this one here, and the other one, according to my database, it says greatest hits. Go figure why I would have two things like that. Here's the tracks that were on it. Nashville compilation series. This is hits from the 60s and 70s. It was okay. You know, there was a few songs I really liked. The one I really like, I'll tell you, is I know why. Because it brought back a lot of memories. It was Rhinestone Cowboy. Now, why did that bring back a lot of memories? Well, in the late 60s and early 70s, when I was in Korea, my friend Tim and I, when either one of us or both of us went into this one local pub called the Aloha Club, and the DJ spotted us, we didn't even have to say nothing. He played that song every time, like a hello to us was coming in the door. We must have given him a tip at one time or another, maybe more than once, but who knows? But he played Rhinestone Cowboy every time we come in. You know, the lyrics are pretty cool on it. There's some other good songs on this album. We got it. Light. We got the Dirt. What else was okay? Gentle Ammo. Galveston's a pretty cool song. A lot of them seems like it was leaving his girlfriend or something. Southern Nights was okay. Cool. Glenn did some good work in his day. Guys that have been following me for a while, there ain't been a lot of country albums on the collection, but there are some. One surprised me. This was the 1990 album Classics Collection by Glenn Campbell. His hits from the 60s and 70s. All right, so now the last of the week. After this one, I'll tell you which two I like the most. The last of the week comes out of the album collection that's already been in there for a long, long time. And this was album number we're at album number 68. We'll never get to the end of the albums, I don't think. Who knows? You never know. All right. Anybody remember the TV show from the mid to late 70s, Starsky and Hutch? Well, this guy was one of the actors that played Hutch in there. The album is Playing to an Audience of One by David Soul. Only thing I have in the collection by him. Don't know why I did it. This was the debut album by the actor slash singer songwriter. Then he come up after this album was released. He released another song which became a major hit. A hit single was called "Don't Give Up on Us." And I don't know if I bought it because I thought this would be on there, but it wasn't. It isn't. And this was featured in place of the song "One More Mountain to Climb" in future releases of the album. So this has got to be one of the first albums, right? Gatefold. I don't think that I would find that too entertaining. But be at a concert with the guy just sitting in a chair. Personally, me, right? But the album actually charted in 4 different countries, as high as number 2 in the UK. And he did have that number 1 hit single came out after the album. Don't Give Up on Us. I like that song. That was a pretty cool song. Maybe the song came out so close after the album was released. I just assumed it would have been on the album. I bought it because I don't think I would have bought it for any other reason. But not on the album. Gotta put it through a little deep clean. There's a little popping going on, a little that I didn't like on the second side. But that's what my spin clean's for. So that's everything I listened to this week on the albums and CDs. Now, which did I like Well, you guys know I'm a great big Alan Parsons Project fan, but I didn't select them as one of the two. I kind of thought I liked having that in the collection, but I kind of thought it wasn't worthy of a ranking of number one or two. And if I gave it one or two, it would have just been because I'm such a fan. What else did I really? Recycler by ZZ Top. Good stuff. I like that one, but it didn't make it either. So the two that I picked for this week that I liked the most was 1970 or 1983 LP by Journey, Frontiers, and the 2025 first official release of the 1978 album by Talking Heads titled Live on Tour in 78. Which ones would you have picked? Which one? Do you have any of these albums? If not, what did you listen to this week? Let me know. I love getting comments and getting back with you and everything. So this is SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other. Stay safe.